So let's get on to XFC next weekend. 3 title fights. But you, what is it? Is it just the 3 title fights and then the bucket list, or what's the format of that whole card?
Okay, so what we're doing, Dennis, is as you know, we're doing what we call a bucket list. This is our 6th year of doing this, and it's a very similar to a style that you know quite a bit about. So it's, once again, we invite people to come along to tick this off their bucket list that they're going to have a fight. So this is the 6th year that we've done this, and I would say that this is the first year that we haven't had people returning. So we've had some fighters come and do the bucket list 2 and 3 times. So this year it's just been absolutely fantastic watching. They had a time frame which was obviously a month ago, and now they've got another extra 3 to 4 weeks training because of the COVID word, and because we're at a different level. So now that we're going to do the show now on October 17th, so we've got 11 fights. Yeah, 11 fights on the bucket list show. So there's 22 fighters. So they're going to have their first fight, and that's on the same night as the XFC show, which is going to run in conjunction with it. And then we have a full XFC show as well. So we're going to have the best part of 20 fights next Saturday night. So you're going to see, the people are going to see from amateur, first-time fighters, some people with no martial arts background, some people with martial arts background, have their time of training and then get to perform, and then you're going to see right up to the cream of the crop in New Zealand at the moment, going to be fighting for XFC titles and defending their titles, which is very exciting for us down here. Very exciting. It's a very, very good card. So, we've got 20 fights coming up next weekend.
Well, the night that I met you, which was on that brace card in Christchurch, we actually had both the main event guys fighting on that card.
Yes, you did.
Right? We actually
did, yes.
Which is kind of funny because when I saw that post, I'm like, I know both of those guys.
I've seen these guys. Well, that was the great part for me, was calling that show, but and watching all those fighters. And the great part for me, Dennis, was, apart from calling the fights, is I get to interview them as well in the cage, and I'm going to be doing that also. So a lot of them I know either through being an official or being part of the game, and I've cornered against some of them, or back in the day, or all kinds of stuff. So you can have a bit of a rapport with them, so you can have a bit of a chat before the show if you see them. And basically I said to them, if I come and talk to you after your fight, that means you've won. So you better have some good chat for me. So once again, we're going to be going through that. So yes, we've got some like the 3 title fights that are up on this card of XFC 45 are very, very good, very good.
And what are you expecting out of these bucket list people?
Well, look! I tell you what, we did the with the other club that we have, the Hammerhead Central Club. They did the same thing. So in the past, they've got fighters, trained them up, and we've had fighters from Dunedin, and they've competed against each other. So last week they did their show up there. It was their fighters fighting their fighters, and this is what we're going to be doing down here. So if the show down here is anything like the one that they had up in Alexandria the other weekend, it's going to be absolutely barn burner stuff. Like, it was just, it was empty the tank stuff. It was really good. There was times where they were standing there looking at each other like, is this really only 3 minutes? God, it seems like it's 30 minutes. Like, it was just, this is the thing that we love about amateur fights. They have that emotional roller coaster they have to go through, the big adrenaline dump, thinking what they should be doing, being told what they should be doing, and perhaps not doing what they should be doing. So, that's the part that we're looking for. But watching the development of the team of fighters down here, now that they know they're all matched up and who they're going to be fighting, a lot of the people are fighting the people I've been training with all this time, are looking very, very good. There's some fights on there that I'm very, very interested in watching and calling on that Saturday night. So just to see how they're going to go.
And is that specifically run out of Hammerhead, or is that like a bigger region thing? So it is just a Hammerhead thing?
Well, it's something that was started 6 years ago. Tick it off your bucket list. So we have done it with Carl Weber's gym in Christchurch. We did it like an Otago Canterbury thing one year, and this is all with the backdrop of suicide awareness that we've been part of promoting. No, not promoting, sorry, but it's always been part of our promotions to support these people, these causes, because it's such a big thing. And we've been doing this for quite a while now. And so we did Otago Canterbury, and then with the club up in Central, been doing that for a couple of years now, which is great. So, it's just a very good vehicle for people to get this out of the way, something that they need to do. Like different age groups and everything, you would totally understand this.